Hey, good morning. Shawn Saylor with Meridian Realty, Saylor Associates. Today is February 20th, 2012. Kind of an interesting article on the front page of the USA Today in the money section. And the headline read that lenders are paying borrowers to do short sales. Kind of interesting, paying someone who is struggling and in default to go ahead and get them to cooperate to sell the home for less than the amount that's owed. Article mentioned three lenders. There are more than just these three, but Chase, for example, gives up to $35,000. Bank of America says they're willing to participate and pay up to $25,000 to the distressed homeowner, and Wells Fargo is willing to go as high as $20,000. Now, this is separate from the government-paid incentives like the HAFA program, which will pay the homeowner up to $3,000. They call it a relocation allowance, but it's still another incentive for the homeowner to hang in there, stay in the property, cooperate fully with both the lender and the buyer, and for all parties to wrap this up at a scheduled closing. So that's kind of interesting that now for maybe a year and a half, we've been preaching this and telling the community that they can expect this, and now we see it being advertised and reviewed in USA Today, and other media will follow suit. What I think, in my opinion, we can expect is for the next year or so, 2 years, all the way through 2012 and including 2013, still a strong market here in Atlanta for the short sales. It's predicted by Case-Shiller, who does all the numbers for the United States in real estate. In particular, Atlanta, they're saying that probably 50 to 60% of all sales in Atlanta will be either bank-owned or short sale. And what this is telling us is that the banks have gotten much better at handling and processing short sales. They have their own systems in place, they have departments, they have trained employees who know how to handle and understand these packages, and they are much more efficient than they have been in the past. Short sales has always been kind of the naughty word for real estate. Agents avoid short sale deals in the industry. That's because it started off so difficult and a lot of stumbling blocks, and it took a lot of effort to get one deal to close, a lot of heartbreak and a lot of disappointment. But those days are kind of behind us. We now know what the banks want from us. We understand it clearly. The banks understand what they need from the homeowner. It is more now of putting your property in the machine and letting it go through the machine with all the right components as it is to a random scattershot hoping we can make something happen by twisting arms and yelling on the phone. Those days are over. You're welcome to call me at any time if you have any more questions about a short sale. I do think this is a good buyer's market. If you're considering buying, I would do it now. I know I have a client who I really enjoy and love, and he's a lot of fun, but he never would really pull the trigger on buying any real estate. He really wanted to. He thought it was a good opportunity, just wouldn't do it. And his excuse was, well, I don't know if I'll lose money on buying a home right now in Atlanta. And I really don't know either. So I told him I understand, shook his hand, we talked for a little bit. I walked him out to his car, and I said, wow, that's a nice ride. He said, yeah, I just bought this brand new Cadillac Escalade because I really wanted it and I wasn't going to buy a house, so I spent my money buying this new SUV. So he's afraid of losing a little money on buying an investment home, but he's pretty comfortable buying a Cadillac Escalade and riding it around town. So I think that the fear of buying, if you're not afraid of buying a boat or a car or anything else that is almost guaranteed to lose money, I certainly would not be afraid in this market with these good buying conditions, being afraid to go ahead and invest and purchase a rental property or a new home for my family. I'm Shawn Saylor, Meridian Realty, Saylor and Associates, 770-719-9150. Thank you.